housing market in Greenville, North Carolina.
First, let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, get call and text all the time at 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. No question is too small. And don't forget to get our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below.
Exactly. Today we're going to talk about the housing market in July 2023.
Absolutely.
And hopefully with the statistics and the summary that we give you some suggestion for home buyers and home sellers.
Absolutely. So we see what's been happening, and that way, when we look at all the data of what's been happening month over month and year over year, then you can kind of make, if you're a buyer or a seller, you can make decisions based on facts and not just what we feel.
Exactly. And now we know that the housing market is based on the demand and supply.
Absolutely.
And we're saying that we wanted to talk about like some inventory that we have respect to previous months.
Right. So in June 2023, there were a whopping 95 homes that are actively listed for sale at the filming of this video. There were 92 pending homes in Greenville, and there was 123 recently sold homes. Active and pending equals 187. 187 divided by that 123 that just sold gives us a 1.52 months of inventory. Exactly.
Therefore, we had 1.52 months of inventory. And if you compare this one with the data of the last year in June 2022, we had 130 active homes, 124 pending or under the contract, and 150 sold home. And basically, based on what the formula my wife told you, the inventory came to 1.69 months of the inventory.
And if you want to compare it to last year, in May of 2023, last month, May of 2023, there was a slight difference of 120 active homes sold, so less homes sold. Pending is up higher, 144 compared to the 92, and then sold homes were less, 103 over 123, which brought it to 2.56 because there was just more inventory last month. There's way less inventory here in June.
Exactly. Therefore, from 256 we went to 152, and last year we went 169. There was a decrease of 10.1% respect to the last year. Yes.
Also, this month, there were average days on market is a little longer. 89 days on the market became a norm, which is crazy to me. I did not know that number. But yes. I think it's because of new construction.
But when you're looking at it, exactly, it's from the $50,000 homes all the way to $1 million. Therefore, this is like an average.
Right.
And now...
then last 2023, last year there was 10 days on the market, and last month there was 51. So you can see there is a 790% change from last year, of course, but month over month it's just been a little bit more.
Which tells us that the market is getting slower, which is good, in favor of some of the home buyers that they're trying to purchase a home.
Now, that doesn't necessarily equate to prices, though, because let's just look at these prices. Because the median list price in June 2023 in Greenville was $319,490.
Exactly.
Whereas the median sale price, which is what actually has sold for, was $282. So there was a huge number compared to last year or last month. Let's do last month.
Exactly. The last month, this median list price was $299,950, and however, the sell price was $285,490,000.
Right, compared to last year, we see this is a significant difference as well, because last year the median list price was $275 and the median sale price was $253. So you can see, can't read today. So you can see a major difference altogether. Now let's talk about price per square foot.
Exactly. Therefore, 16.18% increase in the median list price. And how much was an increase of 11.24%? We had the sold price.
Now, like I said, this is a number that we're going to talk about, the price per square foot, because it's a down and dirty number. What is your house worth per square foot? So if your house is $2,000, because it's easy math, and then you times it by the number, that's going to give you what your house estimated might be worth. Now, of course, this is going to be depending on what kind of home it is.
Exactly.
And then also the state of the home. So don't take this number as a personal number, because if your roof is falling down and your windows are really bad and letting all the heat in, because it's summer at the filming of this video, then this is a problem. So the number would get adjusted down, or your house is fabulous. It might go up. So this is something where real estate professionals can come into play. Now, let's talk about these numbers now, though. So
therefore, we're talking actually about the median list price
right.
that you can, based on what my wife said.
Right. So the median for all houses, townhomes, condos, apartments, all the way, single family homes, up mansions to shacks. So price per square foot was $142 for all homes.
Exactly. These are for pre-owned, and for the new one, for all type of homes, it comes to $161 per square feet.
Now, for all homes that people already live in as well, if it's just we look at only single family homes and single family homes alone, that number is $153 a square foot.
Exactly. Therefore, now let's look at the price.
And of course, if it's new, it'd be $161.
Exactly. The price reduction in Greenville in the month of June was just 18 price reduction, and respect to the last months we had 10% decrease. And sold to listed ratio, this is another factor that you see how market is fast, is what? Is basically 119 to 33, which is the sold to listed, and it came to 65.5% decrease. Therefore, that means, again, the market got a little bit slower.
Now, when you look at it a little differently and we look at what type of home is actually going, we see different numbers. So when we look at new construction,
Exactly.
we have in June 2023 a 1.8 month supply of new construction homes actively listed for sale on the MLS. Whereas if it's a previously owned home, somebody lived in it, there is 0.7
months of
so
supply.
you can see most people, the supply is really right there in the new construction. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that as a minute. Because last month, the month over that, new construction was at a 2-month, previously owned was at 0.6. And if you look at last year, well, we don't have last year, but it's okay. You can see all construction is, previously owned home is actually decreased in how much we have in supply.
Exactly. And what my wife didn't mention, if you wanted to say the monthly inventory, really we came to 0.8 month, which is less than a month for the month of June, and 0.7 month 4 months of the May 2023, which means we have 14.29% increase of inventory from 0.7 months to 0.8 months. But when we go back to the normal market, we really need at least 4 to 6 months of inventory to say that is a normal market.
And it's still not there yet. So now let's talk about the supply medium home value. So the monthly medium home value in June was $228,359. The May 2023, the month before, was $223,448. So you can see it has increased as well, that medium home value.
Respect to the last year, we really have 8% of the increase at this time, June 2022 versus June 2023.
So if you were thinking, maybe I should have bought a house last year and you were on the fence, I mean, you honestly should have, because interest rates were great and inventory was more. But if you're still looking, now is a great time to still buy a home because, well, you still need a place to live. Now, before he gets to the summaries, the rental market for all rents
is $1,350 per month.
Okay, now let's talk about if you are a home buyer. Now, with the declining inventory that we're seeing, especially of pre-owned homes,
exactly.
There's a lot of competition out there. When you find a home you love, you have to be able to make a move, which means you need to get pre-approved and you need to be working so that way you're getting all the listings from us for when we can tell you, hey, we need to go get this house and we have to go look at it at 6 o'clock on a Tuesday because it hit the market. It's everything you ever wanted.
Exactly. And also, despite of the increased average times, the days on the market, buyers still should be not be complacent, and meaning that you need to start searching for your home early and be ready when the house hit the market and have a compelling offer that you talk to your real estate agent professionals for the right property, put a compelling offer for the house that comes along.
Okay, so median sales prices increased 11.6%, and then median list prices have gone up 16.8%. So you need to be working with a real estate professional in order to make sure you're getting the best deal possible. Now, And also, you want to consider new construction.
Exactly. Consider new construction at $161 per square feet, and that actually can give you offer value for the money that you're spending, because you don't need to put any roof, any HVAC system.
And more than that, if you contact us, we can tell you about every builder has different specials right now. They all do. So we're happy to talk to you and show you all the new construction, all the options. That way you can see which one you like best. And therefore, and we can talk about all the specials so you can make a math question. So we love giving people tours of new construction. All the homes.
And actually, if you are considering renting versus buying and comparing the cost, really, for the median rents of the $1,350 is maybe more economical for you in the long run to invest really in a property, especially given 8% increase of appreciation of the last year, June 2022 versus June 2023. And this way, you have some money in your pocket next year instead of paying somebody else's mortgage.
And actually, I've been helping a client recently, just so you know, like they are two single people. They decided they were going to buy a home together, not because they're just buying a home because it makes more economical sense than renting, and they pay their half, but instead of paying somebody else, they're owning a piece of property. And they're just friends. So they're just friends decided to do this as a way to earn money with appreciation. I think it's a great idea.
What do you recommend for the home sellers?
Now, if you're a home seller, the drop in inventory means that you are still very much in the driver's seat. It's a great time to list your home because there's there's a lot of buyers out there. People always need a place to live. And you're going to get top value for that dollar.
Exactly. And despite of the taking longer to sell the homes, it means average market 89 days versus 10 days of the last year, don't feel pressure to accept the first offer that you receive right away, because the market condition, as we said, is still somehow is in favor of the seller.
Not somehow. It's supply and demand. Supply and demand.
So hold out for the offer that meets your expectation.
Now, median list price have also increased 16.18% year over year. So you are still getting good value in this home. But of course, you should be prepared for negotiations.
Exactly.
Buyers want the cheapest price out there. Sellers want the most money out there. And there's typically the answer is somewhere in the middle. Someone with the right amount of money is going to get the house, and the value comes because you can see the value.
And also keep in mind the appreciation trend. If you are not in a hurry to sell your house, you maybe hold on to your property, as that means value increase, as we said, 8% respect to the last year.
So we hope you're enjoying our market updates. We're 100% happy to talk to you about finding your home, because I love looking at homes, all homes. And so we're happy to talk to you. So
and if you're a home seller, don't forget to call us at 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. And don't forget to subscribe in our YouTube channel and podcast. Listen to our podcast. We love to connect with you, and see you in the next podcast and video.